I wanted to start off the Bloody Backlog series by... Oh, jeez. I just filmed the outro before, so you can see the remnants of that. But yeah, I wanted to start the series by going through the main builds. There's 3 of them that most of the footage I want to show comes from, and this is the first. It is inspired by a video I saw from Fell. I'll link that in the description and put a card for it. But it is based around the Demon's Greataxe and the Demon's Fist, particularly this combo. You'll notice the setup I have makes it so that all I have to do to switch from doing this weapon art to being able to do this weapon art is just that one button press. You can do the weapon art if you have something one-handed, and if you don't do it quick enough, and sometimes even if you do it too quick, there's a certain timing to it, but for the most part you're trying to drop the axe right where they are going to start rolling, because the AoE is the roll catch. That's the whole point of it. So let's go through the build. We have level 75 plus 10. I really like to invade around here. Usually I'll see people not go up to plus 10 here, but if you're a bit lower, a lot of times you end up with just being at a disadvantage, because people can have plus 10 at this level, and when you go up against them it can be really tough, especially if there's over levels involved. So I really enjoy 75 or 70 to 75 plus 10. I feel like with a build like this, anything that gouges toward damage, you get a lot of bang for your buck. You end up doing a lot of damage, and you just have to be able to deal with lower survivability. So this I just have as a backup. I like to have some sort of backup on there, and Quick Step is a pretty good one to have, but I very rarely use it. I have my Fashion. I always have the Millwood Helm, and I always have the Gauntlet of Thorns, and then everything else is pretty much just what falls into it, especially the legs. I usually try to go for Fashion with this, and this is one of my absolute favorites, and altogether I think it looks really cool, especially as the Golden Sunlight Invader, which is by far my favorite color for all this, that golden red. It looks really, really cool with the feathers, especially while running. As for the rings, as pretty much always, we have the Prisoner's Chain. The 15 levels it basically gives you is pretty unbeatable, and a great way to stay competitive, especially at the non-meta levels. But even up there, I usually have it on. You just can't beat those 15 levels. Plus, it also boosts your base defense. I did some testing a long while back, and the defense boost you get from the plus 15 virtual levels is actually ends up giving you higher defense, even with the debuff that it provides. So very good, almost too good to be honest, but there it is. And I have the Priestess and Scholar rings so that I didn't have to level Intelligence or Faith. Even though the fire weapon arts do get a boost from it, I never really needed it, and most of the basic damage comes out of Strength, and I didn't want to just focus on the weapon arts. I wanted to be able to use the weapons normally as well, so that I wasn't just a gimmick. It's more of a cool gimmicky finisher than a full gimmicky build. And you can see those numbers are pretty good, especially for a fist weapon. You have to be careful getting parried, but you can keep really good pressure, and with some practice it ends up being really effective, not just a gimmick, and I'm having an absolute ton of fun with it. It is one of my all-time favorite builds. And then here's my flex slot. I have it sitting on the Knight's Ring most of the time because it gives pretty decent extra amount of damage. You can see the difference there. I guess not too much, but it is the flex slot, so I will alternate between having Obscuring Ring or the Cat Ring. But for this build, I don't really try to sneak around. I usually try to get right in people's face, because that's what works with it. So pretty much on this, unless I want the extra stamina, but it's really mostly just the Knight's Ring. And there it is. let's get to the fun part. So this is my first invasion using this setup with the Demon's Fist and the Demon's Greataxe. You can see I don't even have the fashion sorted out yet. Nice ladder peel to start it off. Good practice for trying my new combo. And there's the follow-up. Doesn't quite finish him off, but boom. Alright. This is fun. Show up to a guy. Almost dying to the PvE here. Give him a chance. Let him know he's done a good job. And he doesn't want to fight, so I figure I'll get more practice. Boom. Alright. Yep, got the gesture there. Very appropriate gesture for this. You can see I got the fashion sorted out. Looking real good. I love Cornix's armor. And then it looks really good with the Demon's Fist while running, especially with this just lovely golden phantom. Love that color. Boom. And it was right there, right then, that I was hooked. On this build. Let's go. Now, when paying close attention to the last exchange in that previous invasion before the fun fire stuff happened, we'll notice that I actually let off the pressure instead of following up with a running L1, even though it was low on health. And that's because, as you can see here, it's not always easy to land. It has a little bit of poise, but you want something like a heal to let you guarantee that you have a chance at getting the full combo off. Ooh, he was going for a Sacred Flame there. Oh, Fire Fist versus Fire Fist. Very cool. Very cool. I like that. GG. That was very ballsy. Very cool. So I remember this one. I actually missed the first drop attack. But spoiler alert, there's another one later. So the archives are a great place to invade with this build because the wax head makes you take more damage from fire. And although most of the damage numbers come from strength, the fire damage is big. And as promised, there's that second drop attack. Beautiful. GG. Okay, I remember this one. This guy's name is perfect. Sirloin. A beautiful name and a great one to come out with a fire build. So let's cook up some sirloin. Try and fail to get rid of that buff. Always worth doing, especially if they use a spell to do it. Since I can't trade directly into this weapon, the combo is going to start with either a neutral R1 or just a neutral weapon art. And that can be tough with great weapons. Looking for an opening. Oof. Really thought that one was going to go through. The stairs will get you. And right about there, I figured he was out of stamina. Got the chance to catch him with the fists, finish him off with the axe. GG, Sirloin. GG. Great, we got an NPC. We've got a great shield. Ugh, and we got a blue. Oh, I remember this one. If I remember correctly, I get whipped right here, yeah. But I want to use that ledge. I want to get everyone all bunched up so I can try the axe weapon art again. And just look at this. The Hail Mary Demon's Greataxe weapon art does not hit him, but pops his shield. Beautiful. GG. Ooh, was that a fat roll? Gotta be careful with those running L1s, especially with the shield that can parry. And there, this is actually, well, you know what's gonna happen here, but that is the full combo. The R1 does combo into the weapon art of the Demon's Fist, but you have to go into it immediately. You kind of have to read it, and nailing a standing R1 can be tough with those. And I shouldn't have gone for it there. I thought maybe I could trade in, but the hyper armor isn't immediate. But I knew he was going to be thirsty for a follow-up running attack since I was so low. But you can see there, it does not always hit. Oh, and the beautiful same animation crisscross kill. How romantic. GG. But yeah, you can see there, the combo does not always hit. Just has a good chance of catching a panic roll, and jeez. Co-invasion with the Drake Knight. That guy hits like a truck. Oh, rude! Chaos Bed Vestige spam, also rude! Great weapons can be a challenge with this build. Ooh. Oh, you have no health, sir. Oh, no health indeed. Jeez. Is that guy a sorcerer? Did his weapon do magic damage? Oh, don't go up there. Look, I've already got the throwing knives out. Don't go up there. Don't do this. I mean, do it. There are a few moments where you can be hit before you can, you have no health either. There's a few moments when you get peeled off a ladder where you can be hit and can't roll. And I didn't even go for the Demon's Fist combo there, just straight for the slam. GG, level vigor, guys. Or don't. That was real fun for me. This guy has me on range, and he's able to parry, so I do need to be careful. Ugh. Fist drop attack is tough to land. Ooh, hits me good there. And I miss. Just barely outrange that. I'm practicing seeing what it can poise through. Not a claymore at point blank range. But I can catch a whiff. Beautiful. GG. Ah, yes. The classic chameleon over the crystal lizard. Oh, nice. New jobbies came on. The music in these videos is what was playing live when I was playing most of the time, unless it's probably one song that plays throughout the video, but for these, it's just what happened to be on. And this is a nice, smooth song. I don't know how that didn't catch him there. Okay, I remember this one. At this point, we lose track of that over-leveled summon, and it's because I reckon he's in his inventory. That's right. He wants a mirror match. Let's go. Love it. And look at that. Gets me with my own bread and butter. But not to be outdone myself, I show him the follow-up. GG. Thanks for the mirror match. That was fun. Ooh, the Thrall giving me some air support there. Or you gotta be careful with against great weapons here. That hitbox can be really wide and hit when you're almost right next to him. Thrall helping out some more. Oh! Oh, rude. The Thrall just chucks a firebomb into the back of his neck while he's healing. GG. Jeez, I thought I was done editing, and I realized I didn't make an outro, so we're just going to go with don't forget to like, subscribe.